Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver
Hey
now.
guys, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com. It is Sunday, September 10th. I got a quick one for you. As you can see, this is the 6-day chart for silver. That's how the manipulation works. Each one of these pounds is the commercials covering their shorts. That's how they play the game, and it should be done by Tuesday afternoon. Maybe not. Again, they can click a mouse and put it to minus 40. Really, it's pretty easy for them. But if they go by their older slams, if we look here, all they're doing is playing with the moving average right here. They got it below all three moving averages. It lasts about, let's see how, this is probably a long one here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can just go, hang on. 7, 2, 21. So that one was 2 weeks long. This one is going on a week as of Friday. I don't know if it's going to be 2 weeks. This one was only 1 week. So the slam started again on stamp page. Let's see where it started. About 6 days ago, right here. That's where it started. And then you can see it. It's just more of the same, more of the same, more of the same. And all these times, the commercials, the big commercials, are getting out of their short position. It's looking like the 25th of September, the day that JP Morgan gets out of jail for silver. I'm hoping that something happens between now and then to keep Jamie Dimon in purgatory. But who knows? We may see some chaos tomorrow. There may be some chaos behind the scenes that we don't get to see, like happened in 2008. It wasn't until like a month later that Ken Jaworski came on and said we were like hours away from being done. So, tomorrow's one of those days. It's an exciting day for Road to Roota. Exciting because that's kind of where it all started. If you look at the original Road to Roota documents, here's Roota writing 9/11 in the sand, 11 plus 9 right here. This has come from the Fed Boston. Now, some people say, well, the bad guys got to tell you what they do before they do it. I didn't think that this was about that. As a matter of fact, I know it wasn't about that. The guy who adapted this comic book for the Fed, a guy named Stephen DeVoe, is absolutely on the good guy's side. He was one of the early computer programmers working with Greenspan to create the financial system we live in today. He works stealthily for the military and then for the Fed Boston, implementing the computer trading programs to control the world, and all in secret. It had to all be done in secret. Go to roadtoRoota.com, and I've got the whole thing laid out there. There's 2 videos right on the front page, so go check those out. Oh, speaking of the front page, on Friday I did not post on YouTube because they wouldn't let me post this one. So I can't even say it, or YouTube will kick me off. Go check it out, roadtoRoota.com. Put your name and email address in here for updates, and because sometimes I can't post to YouTube. Also for the private road updates, go to roadtoRoota.com. All right, but what's going on right now, it's the regular slam that commercials are covering. So I think that with the cutoff being on Tuesday, that's the most likely day for the last of the slams, and they let it run up. The question is, how much will they short into the run-up? Now, and will it run up like this? This run-up went from 20 to 25, 6, 26, 20 to 26. This could be threatening, the next run-up could threaten that $30 mark that Russell Benham was so scared of. Lots of reasons to be scared. Matter of fact, this from the Wall Street Journal, U.S. and Saudi Arabia in talks to secure metals for electric vehicles. Partnership could boost U.S. in race with China for cobalt, while jumpstarting the Saudi mining industry. U.S. and Saudi Arabia, to thwart White House tries to curb China's dominance in the electric vehicle supply chain, and the kingdom looks to buy $15 billion in global mining stakes. Any agreement could entail Saudi Arabia giving the U.S. a boost in its attempt to catch up with China in the global race for cobalt, lithium, and other metals. Never do they discuss silver. That is the untalked about metal at the Wall Street Journal, all the financial newscasts and magazines and reports. They can't talk about silver in electric cars because once you go down that path, you can never go back. There's just not enough silver. So, yeah, that's why they say other metals. Like silver. Number one metal they need. So really interesting times. And with the latest slam, the gold-silver ratio has jumped to 84-1. 84 ounces of silver for just 1 ounce of gold. If you have any gold, swap it. Let me show you why I'm saying that. This is the 30-year chart for the gold-silver ratio. And as you can see, when it hits 80, it rarely stays above 80 for very long. This goes back to 1994. Just glances it and crashes down. Glances it, crashes down. Glances it, crashes down. Now in 2019, that's a serious manipulation going on in gold and silver, all the way up to the peak right here at 128-1, the most ridiculous. I think that's the highest in history. And then a fall back down to below 70. So right now we're at the 80 mark, 84. So right in the middle of this, there's only a couple times in history that the gold-silver ratio was this high. If you're looking for more reasons to buy silver or swap your gold for silver, yes, Andy Scheckman does swaps of gold for silver or silver for gold if you're really dumb. But gold for silver, and you can contact him at info at milesfranklin.com. He'll get you back to you, or one of his brokers will get back to you, and they'll buy you. You'll swap your silver out for gold. Not exactly this ratio because they have margins to make as well. So go check that out. It might be worthwhile for you, and do it fast, mind you. Things are going crazy. I did want to say one thing, and I'm going to try to contact Jack Sermon, the head of Silver Eagle Sales, this week. The U.S. Mint is mending itself. It's on the way back. As long as these numbers keep staying high, we'll know that something has changed. They're going to start following the law. And that's the scary thing. They haven't been following the law for a very long time. So it made me go to the Mint and say, okay, who's the lawyer? This guy. Chief Counsel John Shorn. Now, with the Biden administration, it's usually just new people. Like, what's her face? There. Ventress Gibson had no experience at all in running a Mint. Zero. But a lot of experience taking orders in the political realm. She was in HR forever. And, she's just a puppet of Yellen and Biden and that group. But this guy, the chief counsel, he's a lifer practically for the Mint. Let's see. Well, he was with the Veterans Claims from 92 to 96. Let's see. For the Mint, he started in, looks like, 96. At the Department of Treasury, Deputy Chief Counsel for the Mint, 2007 to 2013, Senior Attorney at the U.S. Mint. So this guy's a lifer, and he knows. Jack Sermon said they used to always tell him he can't raise the prices. It is illegal for the U.S. to make a profit on bullion coin program. It's written into the law. This guy knows it, John Shorn. He must have been told, hey, we're going to break the law and you got to be fine with it. I don't think he's fine with it anymore. I think we have enough eyes on this to make the U.S. Mint do what they need to do. And you might say, Bix, why is the U.S. Mint any different than any other form of government that's breaking the law every day? I think it is more important. And the main reason is that if we go to a gold and silver standard following this collapse of this insane system we have, you're going to have to trust the Mint. And they have literally destroyed trust in the last couple of years. And it's very embarrassing for the Mint. The U.S. Silver Eagle is no longer the number one silver coin in the world. That was all on this administration under Ventress Gibson. And John Schoen, the chief counsel, I'm sure he was just dying, having to do this, but that's what they did. So hopefully he's seen the light and goes back to his old ways of saying, yes, even the U.S. Mint has to abide by the law. We're an upstanding group. I can't wait till they change the prices on their numismatic coins. I mean, the prices are so beyond ridiculous. This is an arm of the U.S. government. It should not be. We want to make as much money as we can off the people of the United States. That's what they're doing. That's how they run their gold and silver Eagle, or the Eagle program, and all this numismatic coin program. I mean, you could just go here and say, oh, look at these new releases. Let's go shopping. Let's see what they got. Look at that, Morgan and Peace dollars. How awesome. Oh, they're so great. I'm going to buy them. $80 for an ounce of silver stamped with Morgan proof coin. $80. Is that, what, is it more than triple the price of the silver? This is extortion by the U.S. Mint. No, they shouldn't be charging markups. It's not in the law, but come on, guys. In a way, they're selling these coins to pay for that crazy war in Ukraine. Do not buy the numismatic coins. Worst investment you can ever make. Buy gold and silver eagles. Buy pre-65 coinage. And don't let the mint make money off you, we the people. It is insane. We need to get in the mint on that. Because I think what we're doing is helping. And I know that if we didn't open our mouths and start screaming at the U.S. Mint to make coins to meet demand, they wouldn't. As a matter of fact, that's what Jack Sherman told us in the interview I did with him. So they didn't post on Friday. I guess they're just going by random days that they're posting. I don't know how it's done. I'll try to find that out too. But yeah, definitely a change of pace at the mint. This better stay. We're going to stay on top of it. They have to do at least 3 to 5 million a month, because that's what demand is. At least that. And the markups have come way down. So I think you can get silver still under the $30. My date that, we won't be able to get silver under $30. And then all of a sudden they start making, they made $3 million in August. So yeah, you can still get them under $30. They shouldn't be making, the middlemen shouldn't be making any profit from here on out. And the mint has to rethink how they're going to allocate silver eagles. You can't just have a handful, I think there's 8 or so buyers direct from the mint, and then they sell them to other distributors. And then we need the mint to get to work. And Jack told me there's only 3 people in the department. He doesn't even work, really. He's the supervisor. So, I mean, if they're just dealing with, 7 or 8 people, you don't need 2 people to do that. Why don't you add 3 more people and get a couple hundred authorized resellers so that the premiums don't go crazy? That's what we need to do. We need to fix the Silver Eagle problem. And the mint is actually making coins, so that's good. It is by far the best coin, I think, in the world, and it was sad to see it be destroyed from within. But now the tides have changed, but we'll keep an eye on them. I think I'm going to work on this next. The proof coins, why? How do you justify $80 for an ounce of silver? Because it's a nice box? It's double stamped? It's highly polished? $80? Don't buy them. All right. Again, on last Friday, they asked me, so I had to put it here. Also, listen to the X22 report. I put it on the Road to Roota website, roadtoroota.com. Really important discussion there, as well as the FDIC. You can see right here, the unrealized losses are, it just reversed trend. And with the rising interest rates, this is going to just literally bombard. Now, this is after they took out some of those the already bailed out banks. So the banks like Silicon Valley Bank and Fidelity, not Fidelity, what was it? First Republic. All those banks, those their numbers, their unrealized losses are gone from that. So it should have gone way down, but it went barely down. Now it's rising again. And as interest rates rise, you're going to see this go over $1 trillion. And right now it's 550, I think, or something like that, billion in losses sitting on the books of the banks. So we'll keep an eye on that. So I'm not going to be able to talk about 9/11 on YouTube tomorrow, most likely. They've got their programs out. But if you are a Road to Roota follower and you've followed all those Road to Roota stuff, 9/11 plays a huge role in the Road to Roota comic books and what was done at the Fed. There's no doubt that's 11 plus 9. Because here's the 1981 version of Roota. What Roota's writing in the sand is called the Road to the Golden Age. And it's a economic theory back in the 1960s. And the guy didn't win like a Nobel Prize for it, but they put him on the board of who chooses the Nobel Prize because of this formula. It's how to get back to a gold standard when you've gone off it. And ultimately, it's print money to infinity, soaking up all the benefits of fiat money, build your roads, your bridges, your houses, your military, things like that, and then crash the system. That's what Roota was writing in the sand in 1981. When the comic was redone on January 1st, 2007, it's 11 plus 9. Now, to me, it was like, we're going to tell you when we're pissed about what you did to us, bad guys did to us on 9/11, but two, we're going to retaliate on 9/11 as well. I didn't think about the retaliation part, but then in 2008 on 9/11, so it's a year and a half after this comic was published, the attack was made. The first attempt it wasn't the first. One of the attempts to take down the unbacked fiat monetary system. I would say the first one happened in Black Monday in 1987 when Alan Greenspan, 2 months after he got into office, he fired those computers off and it destroyed the market. He was trying to destroy everything, go back to a gold standard. And it didn't work. It wasn't big enough, so they created these derivatives that dwarfed the underlying economic system, and that's what's going to be taken down next. So could it happen on 9/11? Sure. Could something happen behind the scenes on 9/11? Yeah, probably. Will we know about it? Unknown. Completely unknown. All right. So, yes, 9/11 is all about Roota and the financial system. If you go down the path of what buildings, what offices were destroyed on 9/11, it's all about hiding the Russian bond fiasco. All kinds of sins were covered up. And then they were trying to pull the gold and silver out from under the vaults. And nobody knows how much got destroyed, how much got stolen. The whole thing is just, it is so embarrassing to my country. I wrote a song about it. 9/11 is just another day. That's what they want us to do. YouTube just say, 9/11 is just another day. I'm going to play that song at the end of this. So that's what I got for you today. Tomorrow, expect the craziness. I still can't believe Biden's not going to be in New York or at all those places that were taken out on 9/11. It's just crazy. But hey, it is what it is, right? And don't forget, I posted Friday my latest discussion with Jenny Moonstone, FDIC secrets, the spiritual silver ratios, and the new weather wars. If you guys seen the earthquake in Morocco, there was like all these flashes beforehand before this massive earthquake. It's just, we are at war, my friends. The fires in Maui, who knows what's going to happen with the latest hurricane. It says it's going to stay at sea, but who knows? So hang in there. We will win this war. It's going to take a while. And keep an eye on things, like Black Swan type events for tomorrow. We'll find out, right? And this is Bix. I'm going to leave you with a song about your country if you live in America. Yeah. They're going to kick me off of YouTube. Talk to you later.
Well, I grew up in the USA. I was taught that speech was free. Birmingham to Burning Man, you can speak any truth you see. Lately things have changed, they say I can't speak truth no more. And I'm just sitting here wondering who they are working for. See, they're gonna kick me off of YouTube. Unless I say 9/11's just another day. And they delete my friends on Facebook. Unless I pretend that socialism's a-okay. And they are gonna shadow ban my Twitter. Unless I tweet the chemtrails of Perrier. Finally they'll ban everything I've got to say as they kill free speech in the USA. They decide what's right, they decide what's wrong, they ban what won't conform. They sit in shadows, they run the gallows, say I must abide the norm. Without free speech we lose freedom, they cut off our free will. If I find truth that they don't like, they'll label me a shill. And then they're gonna kick me off of YouTube. Unless I say 9/11's just another day. And they delete my friends on Facebook. Unless I pretend that socialism's a-okay. And they are gonna shadow ban my Twitter. Unless I tweet the chemtrails of Perrier. Finally they'll ban everything I've got to say as they kill free speech in the USA. They're trying to kill free speech in the USA. Now wait a minute, it's not like me to give up on a fight. I'll expose their evil plans, bring their shadows into light. And I'll name names, I'll play their games, I've got them in my sight. They're trying to change the USA, I'll fight for what is right. So they can kick me off of YouTube. 9/11's all about building 7 and it ain't okay. And they can delete all my Facebook. But socialists fail every time in every single way. And they can shadow ban my Twitter. But I'm looking up at chemtrail skies each and every day. See, they have no right to ban anything I have to say. And I'll fight for free speech in the USA. I'm gonna fight for free speech in the USA. It's my right, free speech in the USA.